So what is the best way to set up a bonus plan for your staff? I'm gonna run some numbers with you here today. Hey guys, Abby Johnson here with Matterhorn Business Development. Here at Matterhorn, I work with our clients not only on the growth of their business, but the profitability and cash management of their business. I am a certified Profit First professional. If you don't know what that is, check out our Profit First playlist. But really in the end, that means that I dive deep into the financials and the numbers with my clients. I want to make sure they are profitably growing. Now, a question I often get and I usually go over with each client is how can they create a bonus plan for their employees? How can they reward their employees for their work and reward them for the growth that they're now seeing after working with me here at Matterhorn? So I'm going to go over with you my preferred business plan model. Now, bonus plans can be so customizable. They can be different for every business. I have seen people do different things for almost every business, and it's kind of up to them as the business owner what they want to do. But I'm going to explain why I like this model here. The model I'm about to discuss with you is based off of the business's growth. So if you set bonus plans based off of how long someone has been there, or how many new customers they bring in, or it's Christmas, so they just deserve a bonus because it's Christmas. I'm not against Christmas bonuses, but I think you should give them something else throughout the year too. All of these things, to me, you can make games around, like, hey, if we get this many new customers, we're all gonna get gift cards to our chosen place or whatever. Like, you can make rewarding games for your employees, and I think we actually have a past video about that from Dr. Winteregg here on our channel. But I'm talking about how do we reward the whole team for the growth of the business on a regular basis. So this isn't like a one-time game, but how do we keep them engaged and also show our appreciation for their hard work? So what I like to do, as I've said, is base the bonus that they get based off of the growth of the business. Now, how do we do this? The first thing you want to do is find out the minimum revenue number you need to bring in monthly for the business. So if you look over your expenses, I'm going to, run an example scenario over here with my spreadsheet. Let's say you look over your expenses and you need $65,000 a month to pay all of your business's expenses. Now, your bare minimum for my purposes is not going to be $65,000 a month. It needs to be like a real viable number for you to actually be comfortable in your business, not just barely scraping by. This number also needs to include your pay as the owner. So let's say after including your pay and some cushion, I would advise some cushion. Let's say this business we're talking about, its bare minimum is $75,000 a month. That's the bonus game starting point, is that bare minimum number of $75,000. Now, any revenue brought in over $75,000, a percentage of that is then put into a bonus pool. So let's say in our example, your team, you tell them, hey guys, at $75,000, we make bonus. So let's, come together, put our heads together. It's the end of the month. How can we get over $75,000? This is also where a bonus plan also just brings some team building in. It brings everyone together to work together, no matter what their position is in the business. Everyone is a team in this scenario. So let's say your team brings in $85,000. Now that's a lot over the target, $10,000 over the target. And let's say you've agreed that 20% of anything over $75,000 goes into the bonus pool. So 20% of that 10 grand that they made over 75 is $2,000. Then you divide this between the staff, and that is their bonus. So let's say you have 6 employees. If you divide $2,000 between them, that's a $333 bonus for the month. That's a really nice reward for them working hard. Maybe they put in some extra hours or, stayed late, made extra phone calls, whatever it was. So now they're rewarded at the end of the month with $333. Now, what I typically recommend if you have an office manager or a general manager or someone, a COO, someone who's kind of running the show for you, I typically recommend giving them 2 shares managers, so to speak. So if you have 6 employees and one of them is a manager, then for this calculation purpose, I would say 7 employees and the manager gets 2 of those shares. So what would that be in this case? So that makes these shares $285, and if the manager gets 2 shares, then they get $570 bonus for the month. So that's just an example of a bonus plan that you can run. Again, I like this because it's rewarding people for growth. It's rewarding people for the hard work that they're putting in. Not to say if they don't hit $75,000, they aren't working hard, but it helps kind of get everyone excited and make it a game. I know for me personally, I was in a business before Matterhorn where I was in the finance office, and I wasn't a salesperson. I wasn't doing any of the delivery. I was in a back office with no windows, and being part of the bonus game made me feel so much more a part of the team because I knew that I was being rewarded for my work. Even though I was kind of like in the back with no windows, I knew that I was still important to the business, and it felt really good to be rewarded for that. So again, that's just another benefit of having this type of bonus plan available to everyone in your business. I do want to say I wouldn't give people access to the bonus plan until they've been with you for a certain amount of time. Maybe that's 90 days or 6 months. So just another thing to keep in mind. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this bonus calculation formula. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. If you feel you need some extra help growing your business, looking at your profitability, making decisions like this for your business, check out the link below and go to adventuretoprofit.com to work with me on all of these things. And lastly, please check out our channel sponsors, MetaPulse. They are your resource for everything growth management, any type of data you need to have in order to profitably manage your company, you can do with MetaPulse. So make sure you check them out. I'll see you next time.